What if I told you that Thailand is one of the best countries in the world to go road tripping in? You'd probably call me crazy, but hear me out because after this trip, it is one of my absolute favorites, and I think soon it'll be one of yours too. Northern Thailand is a road tripper's dream, and like all good adventures, it's gotta start somewhere.
So we're here at Chiang Mai Airport about to pick up our set of wheels, our car for the next 3 days. Just gonna go find the beast now. Oh, check out this cat, he's on a bike. Hey dude. Excited?
Always.
All right, pretty straightforward process to pick up a car here in Thailand. Just gotta make sure you have your international license. Let's go, let's get this adventure started. So here we go, officially driving in Thailand. Never thought I'd say that. Let's see if it's as crazy as they say. I think Chiang Mai is not gonna be too bad compared to like busier places like Bangkok, but still, it's gotta get into the flow. And yeah, then we're gonna head into the mountains. All right, we've made it like a total of 200 meters outside the airport, but that's because we've got to pick up some essentials from good old 7-Eleven. This is our third time to Thailand, and we've never tried the famous 7-Eleven toasties, so gonna give them a go now. I thought I got a ham and cheese one, but it turns out I got triple cheese. Cheese ball. Pretty authentic Thai food, if you ask me. Now, the last few days, we've been trying heaps of really authentic Thai food. Went on a food tour yesterday. Tried some pretty wild stuff. Some bugs again, fermented pork, larb made of water buffalo. Heaps of really wild stuff, but sometimes you just want a cheese toastie before you go on a road trip. And for our entire haul of snacks and toasties, so 2 toasties, 2 giant, sweet, delicious coffees, 2 bags of chips, some biscuits, all this stuff. It was like 12 bucks Australian. So the plan for the next 3 days is we're gonna be doing the Mae Hong Son Loop, or our version of the Mae Hong Son Loop. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's basically a loop that goes up through the northwest of Thailand, pretty close to the border of Myanmar. Generally, they recommend you do it in a minimum of 4 days. So we're kind of cutting off the first part of it, doing a few extra things that aren't really on the loop. So we're just doing our own version. We're gonna do that over 3 days. And the first stop today, we're going to Doi Inthanon National Park, which is only about an hour outside of Chiang Mai. And it's actually home to the tallest mountain in Chiang Mai as well. But yeah, our first destination today is Doi Inthanon National Park. This is the third time I've hired a car in Southeast Asia. First time was with Sammy in Malaysia a few years ago. Last year got one in Brunei, which was just a cruisiest drive ever because there's hardly any people living in Brunei. And then this one has been so cruisy so far as well. Again, it'd be really different, I'm sure, if it was somewhere like Bangkok, but this has just been super chill. And the reason I like hiring a car versus, you know, using public transports and things, you just get so much freedom. You can stop where you want, when you want. You're just completely on your own time. Fuel's cheaper than it is at home. The car hire is cheaper. There's just like, there's literally no downsides. You can do whatever you want, and it's awesome. Beautiful Sunday. All right, first stop for the day. We've arrived at Mae Klang Waterfall, and currently we're like the only people here, which is pretty cool. So we're gonna head up this way, get our national park ticket, pay for the car as well, I think, and then head up and see this waterfall. So last week before we got to Thailand, they had some heavy, hectic rains up here in the north, and some of the national parks actually shut because the waterfalls got so full. They were just like pumping so much water. It wasn't safe to be up here. It's calmed down a bit this week, which is awesome because we can go explore these places. But I can hear from the rains last week, this waterfall is still pumping. Pumping is an understatement. Check this out. That is a hell of a lot of water. That is the first of a couple of waterfalls today, and I think we're off to a cracking start. This one behind's not too bad. Very cute compared to the main one up there. Waterfall number 2. So one of my favorite feelings in the world has got to be just getting hit by that spray off of a waterfall. So refreshing, especially somewhere as hot as Thailand. It's nice. Dude, the water coming off this thing is insane. Literally getting drenched. 2 waterfalls in, and they're 2 of the best ones I've ever seen. One huge benefit of visiting Thailand during the rainy season. Alright, so now we're coming up on waterfall number 3, which I think's the last one for a while. And this one was a bit more off the beaten path, just drove through a little town. But as we were driving in, we could see this waterfall like, up on the mountain. I think that's what we're heading to. Up past splits. We're going right. Dude, this is so lush. Ferns everywhere, just the most vibrant green. It's beautiful. And also, the further we get up the mountain, the colder it's getting. This is so pleasant now. The rain's helping, but I reckon it's probably like 20 degrees at this point. And it'll keep getting colder the higher we go up, which is so weird to think, because we're in Thailand. Just trying to get Sammy to take some photos of me, and like, I'm such a klutz, man. Tripped and slipped so many times. This is so cool. You never get tired of seeing waterfalls like this. It's so good. Oh, that was good. That was a solid high five. All right, it's pulled over for a bit of lunch. So let's see what we want on the old Mimu here. Some of these English translations are wild. We've got shred dead jelly soup with pork. We've got pork pale flavored with any sauce. All right, so we've ordered a few different dishes, and the first one that's come out is a coconut curry.
I think so.
Yeah, and didn't look like this in the picture. It's like a hot pot. Literally fire coming out the top. Verdict on the curry, really nice, really light, really fresh. I wasn't paying attention what I was putting in my mouth though, and then giant chunks of ginger in there, so that kind of kicked my butt a little bit. Yeah, it's got like chicken, vegetables, some herbs, and then the rest of the food's just come out too. Got some stir-fried greens and some Thai sausage, just mixed with like lemongrass, again, all these like super fragrant herbs. It's a pork sausage, and yeah, that's everything. So time to tuck in. So just like everything so far here in Chiang Mai, or in northern Thailand, I should say, the food was phenomenal. And yeah, like basically the first few days since we arrived here in northern Thailand, we've just been eating our way through the area. It's hard to miss, you know, it's just all so damn delicious. But now we're gonna start heading to the summit of Doi Inthanon, the highest point here in Thailand, about 2.5 k's up. It's slowly getting colder, and apparently up there it can get like under 10 degrees, which is, again, we're in Thailand, it's meant to be hot, sweaty, humid. So we're gonna start climbing up to that summit point. So no more than 5 minutes after leaving the lunch spot, we're obviously like going up in elevation, and now it is so cloudy. You know, you can kind of only see it probably about 20 meters in front. And yeah, like it's super cloudy. I'm gonna say like 10 meters in front now. This is crazy. And it's dropped to 19 degrees. It's getting colder the higher we go up. Gonna be taking this bit pretty easy because it is like, check this out. It is so foggy. Dude, what is this weather? You would not even pick we're in Thailand right now. It's windy, the rain started again, it is so foggy. But we're still gonna head down to the pagoda. There's gonna be no view, we're still gonna get there. Glad this dude's doing the last bit of driving because that was getting pretty dicey up there. Like cars and bikes were just materializing out of the fog. So this is what we can currently see, and then this is what we're looking for. 2 pagodas and a beautiful view. Let's go try and find these pagodas at least. Can't even see the top of the staircase, but there's also an escalator, so I think we'll take that option. I think there's a pagoda right there. I'm not going to go in because I'm currently just wearing shorts, but it is really actually very beautiful in here. Very minimalistic, but really beautiful. I'm glad we came up because it's all part of the experience. Maybe next time we should visit during the dry season. So slightly mixed feelings on that one. This is like the kind of crown jewel, like the main thing that people come to Doi Inthanon to see is these pagodas and this view, which we got none of, but also pretty cool to be up in such extreme weather. Just got to embrace the experience, I guess. And now we're gonna head back down the mountain to our accommodation for the night. We've just arrived at our cute little accommodation for the night, just outside the national park, probably another hour drive from the pagodas, I reckon. And yeah, it's really cool. Just got like the jungle around us, some mango trees, river flowing, really small, kind of basic little bungalow here, but it's all we need for the night. We're only here one night. Mosquito net over the double bed, bathroom behind me, all that shit in classic JJ and Sam fashion just dumped on the ground. But yeah, it's gonna be sweet. We got here in good time, a couple of hours to just relax, crack a beer, and enjoy this mild weather. It's not too hot here. It's not as cold as up on the pagodas, but it certainly isn't too hot either. So relax and then get back on the road tomorrow. How good does that look? Good morning, everybody. Between the loud choruses of the cicada, they were our 5 a.m. wake-up call, which is fine. We wake up early anyway, but yeah, nice and peaceful out here at the moment. We're staying at Hot Coffee Guesthouse, and it's kind of like, for lack of a better term, middle of nowhere. It's kind of not quite in the Mae Hong Son region. It's just outside of Doi Inthanon National Park, but we just kind of found it. It was kind of a halfway point to where we wanted to go, and we're really glad we stayed here. Super, super peaceful, just right here on the river, all the birds calling, the bugs and the insects and the cicadas. It's just been really kind of like nature immersive, which we like. But we didn't know when we booked this place, it's also quite involved with a few projects, you know, that really help the local community. Firstly, they provide coffee here from the local Karen tribes, which are, you know, groups that live in this northern part of Thailand. So they're growing the coffee, buying it from them here. And we're literally about to have a coffee for breakfast from this locally grown coffee, which is just awesome. And there's also a social enterprise that works with a local children's home. And yeah, they're supporting those guys in education and other aspects, making sure they're happy and healthy. And yeah, we kind of didn't really realize when we booked this place, we thought, yeah, cool, it's, you know, in a good spot. But they're doing all this really amazing work to, you know, help the local community as well. So really wholesome way to start this part of the road trip, knowing that we're giving back a little bit inadvertently. Yeah, it's really, really nice. All right, let's give this homegrown coffee a try, eh? Pretty good. Also the first hot coffee we've had since arriving in Thailand, because we've been going the iced versions. But yeah, it's still nice and cool this morning, so I think hot coffee was the way to go. So cheers to that. Thank you, Hot Coffee Guesthouse, for an amazing stay. But now onward to our next destination. Tell me you're in Thailand without telling me you are in Thailand. This is not what I expected to see coming around the corner. Just casually a herd of elephants with their mahouts walking down the road. Damn, man, like we thought we saw some elephant shit on the side of the road, and I guess that is confirmed. Now, obviously, elephant domestication, elephant tourism in Thailand is quite a controversial topic, especially for, you know, Westerners visiting this area. So many people come to see elephants. Got no idea what the history is of those guys. I've done plenty of videos on that before. There is, I believe, ethical and sustainable ways to go see elephants when you're traveling in Southeast Asia. And basically, yeah, when it comes to elephants in Thailand, in Cambodia, India, anywhere where you may have a chance to interact with an elephant, please just do your research first and make sure you're doing it in the most ethical way possible. We've been getting some elevation again, and there's so many spots along the way where there's just these epic viewpoints. It's seriously such an incredible landscape. May the force be with you. It's also just so peaceful up here. You know, it's just the sounds of nature, the occasional chicken clucking or cow mooing, one car coming past every few minutes. You really feel like super alone out here. And the road trip side of things, like the drive, again with these views, it has just been so good, so nice, so unlike anything we've ever done. We've just stopped at a little, well, not really a little town, the biggest town that we've been in since we left Chiang Mai. This is Mae Hong Son. So confusingly, Mae Hong Son is the town we're in, but also a region here in Thailand, in the north of Thailand, and also the name of the loop that we're kind of partly doing. So we're actually in the town itself at the moment. It's really cute. Just stopped, had a bit of coffee, a delicious cheesecake, you know, very authentic Thai food there, but mate, it slapped. It was really good. Now just going for a little walk around the town before heading on. We are kind of completing most of this loop in 3 days, and ideally we would have liked more time, but we're making do with what we can. This little spot here is a lake behind me. And yeah, just really quaint feel. Again, there's no like traffic, there's no like constant droning noise. Just everywhere we've been has been so peaceful and has its own little charm to it, which is awesome. So after tackling the steepest and windiest road of the trip so far, we've arrived at our final destination for the day, Ban Rak Thai. And mate, this place is spectacular. This is where we're going to be staying tonight. We cannot wait to explore because, well, let this speak for itself. And where we're staying tonight is Lee Wine Rak Thai Resort. We tried to book this place online, but they needed direct bank transfer. It was a whole thing, so we couldn't book it. They still had a room here for us, and we are so glad. The rooms here at the resort are actually located amongst these tea fields. There's tea everywhere, and not just here, all around Ban Rak Thai. Because we're a little bit higher up in elevation, it's a prime spot for growing tea, but it also came about because of a lot of Yunnan influence. The Yunnan region in China, a lot of the architecture, of course the tea growing, the food, has this influence in this particular spot. We're located pretty close to the Myanmar border as well, so it's a very interesting location, unlike anywhere else in Thailand. It is incredibly scenic. First point of call is to go and try some of this famous tea. So it didn't take too long to find some tea. We've just come down to the edge of the little lake or reservoir down here. We've got two teas to try. One of them was an oolong ginseng tea. Ginseng? Ginseng. You know what I'm talking about. Ginseng, ginseng. And the other one, we kind of missed what it was called, but it definitely has hints of jasmine. So that's the one we're going to try first. These cute little cups. Very floral. And then this one is the oolong ginseng. Ginseng. Whatever it is. I'm sure it's delicious. Oh, it reminds me of that oolong berry tea that we love at home. Yeah, actually, that's really good. That's awesome. Today has been a very big day. Like that drive was a lot, you know, I guess doing like the hills and the turns, it requires a lot of concentration. So we are pretty knackered, but we've also had plenty of time to relax. So it's all about balance. So a bit later, we're going to head out in one of these lantern boats just over the little reservoir. There's so many of them. But again, being here out of peak season, it's relatively quiet. There just doesn't seem to be too many people around. So I've seen, you know, videos of people on these boats, they're all, you know, going around the reservoir, stacks of them. Almost looks like bumper cars. But I reckon with a bit of luck, we may be out there by ourselves. Tea, check. Now we're going to try some delicious Yunnan style hot pot. And this is apparently the restaurant to do it at. Never mind, that place was shut, so we're gonna try somewhere else. It's just so quiet everywhere. I can't really figure out if that's a good or a bad thing. Nah, we weren't feeling that one either, so we're actually gonna go back to where we just had our tea, go to the restaurant there. Hi, we're back. Gonna have dinner here? They're just like, what are these guys doing? They're probably just walking around in circles. Hi, we're back. Even our tea's still here. Dude, this all came out so quick. Got a feast here. Bon appetit. Such a nice way to end the night. We're out on the water now, got a little bit more tea as well. Just lanterns everywhere, no matter what direction you look. Definitely glad we made the trip up the mountain to get here. Good morning from Ban Rak Thai, and I tell you what, everything is fitting the part of what you would expect to be feeling in a Yunnanese village. We are in Thailand, but you know, the lanterns, they're still up, swinging in the light morning breeze. There's fog coming over the mountains. There's roosters crowing, the occasional dog barking down there. Beautiful, beautiful morning. We're gonna go for a bit of a walk down around the reservoir, a lake. I don't know, I keep calling it a lake, but I think it's technically a reservoir, and just get the early morning vibes of the place. So it's really quite a short walk, probably by the time we finish, it's about 20 minutes all the way around, but it is cool seeing the different perspectives. You can only really get on the lake from this side, everything else is behind some of the houses. And I guess the magic of the place, you know, like the architecture and the tea fields and stuff, you're getting a better perspective of that when you're a bit higher up. There's a lot of construction. They're obviously putting more, you know, accommodations in and things like that. So when you're in kind of like the back streets, I suppose you could call them, you know, it is a, I don't know, it takes away from it a bit, I guess. Like, you know, knowing this is kind of, I think, turning into a tourist town. You can see the appeal. There's some insane beauty to this place, like no doubt at all. But I think it's one that's going to kind of really boom in the next couple of years. But honestly, this view back to our accommodation on the other side here, that's pretty awesome. Our room's right about there somewhere. We made a friend on our morning walk. Hey, what are you doing? Yes. So there's not a lot open this morning. Again, it's an off-season thing, but we found a tea place to try some more delicious tea. So before we head off to our next destination of Pai, we are literally a stone throw away from the Myanmar border. From our accommodation, it's 1.3 kilometers. So we're gonna go check that out because we're so close. You may as well. 160 meters to go, and we're at the border. So I thought at least there'd be like a little border building or something, but according to Google Maps here, we're standing in Myanmar, Burma. Oh, good shot. Oh, you got him good.
I just went for it, eh?
Those damn Myanmar mozzies. Oh well, that's enough illegal border crossing for the day. Let's go. All right, so we've just made it to our last little stop before we head into Pai for the night. And yeah, again, beautifully scenic drive, last couple of hours. And one of the most amazing things is, you know, every couple of minutes, basically, you've got a new viewpoint and every single one has a little coffee shop at the top. So you can just sit there, order a coffee, check out this amazing view. It's really just, you know, breaks up the drive quite nicely. But now, actually arrived at the Pai Canyon. Seems to be a couple of different tracks that you can take to get to different vantage points of the canyon, but not wearing the most appropriate footwear. So I think we'll just go to the nice easy ones, and you know, beautiful no matter what way you look, but the pluggers are probably not going to cut it. Yeah, it's really pretty nice up here, but we have come at a scorching part of the day. So I think it is time to head into Pai, switch off, relax for a little while. And tomorrow we head back into Chiang Mai and that will be the road trip done.